Hello, my podcast people, and thank you for joining me for yet another episode of my favorite podcast. It is Monday, September 4th. Happy September. Happy, what holiday is it? I'm literally looking at the calendar because it's not actually that day today when I am recording. What is it? Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. I don't know. Should I be saying happy about it? I'm not even really sure. I'm not sure what the holiday is about, but that is today. So we're just going to say happy September. I have no idea what's actually really going on in real time in September because, real talk, it is August 7th when I'm recording this because I had to get ahead in the episodes. But spirality is a very real thing, and the same shit pops up every single year, so I'm basing this episode on that. We're going to be chatting about how to get back into the swing of things because we are in this transitional period right now. But first, one quick announcement. Doors are open. They're open today, September 4th, for round 14 of my Instagram Intensive. The Instagram Intensive is my 6-week online group coaching program that teaches health and fitness pros exactly how to use Instagram for online business. If this sounds interesting, if it's been on your radar, if you circled it on your calendar because you've been listening to the episodes, today's the day. Click the button. There's no button. What am I saying? Tap the link in the show notes. It'll take you to the registration page. If you got questions, there's a bunch of answers on there. If you got more questions, you can DM me. But I would love to have you. Doors close this Friday, September 8th at 11:59 p.m. PST. So make those moves. Okay. Onto the full episode. Let's chat about how to get back into the swing of things. So it is September. That means that for those of us in the U.S., it's back to business. Kids are back in school. And yes, I know some people go back in August, but now everyone is back in school. And sports are a thing, and the pumpkin spice lattes are latteing. And even though they've been available for longer, I got them. I didn't get them. I got pumpkin spice coffee, the Starbucks one, the grounds for Lex at the grocery store in early August. And I was like, this is a little premature, but it's going to make her happy, so I'm buying it. But either way, right now is a time when we as business owners know that hey, we're back in biz. I will say that if you are looking to sell things now, ideally you already started warming up your audience and you did it in August. And if you did it via a wait list, you did it via a wait list. Ideally you started even more before then, even sooner than that. If you didn't, it's all good. Write it down for next year. And ideally, August should be the trigger in your mind for we're ramping back up, not September. But if it's September now, and if that's where you're at, it's where you're at. And that's what this episode is for. So how to get back into the swing of things, how to get back into the business swing of things. It's my guess that the more advanced business owners listening to this don't really necessarily need this episode as much because they've been through it a bunch of times and they know the drill. The newbies, if that's you, people that are kind of in the earlier phases, this episode then is for you. And my suggestion is rip the Band-Aid and jump back in. I hope that you're watching this on YouTube. I just did a whole little skit there, and that was fun. Whole little skit. A little pantomime, if you will. But how do we actually do this? How do we actually jump back in and get back into the swing of things? Tactically, as always, I recommend doing one thing at a time. Focus is a superpower, and to quote my good friend Dr. Erica Bonilla, you cannot ride 2 horses with one ass. Ride just the one horse, and then you can get off and ride the other horse when this one's done, when it's gotten you to where you want to go, okay? So we want to look to do one thing. We want to dominate it. We want to integrate it, and then we can look to add the next thing via habit stacking. What do I think you should work on first? The foundational things, which to me is your health and your home life. Did you think I was going to say that? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know. I understand that this is, the podcast trends and tends towards business stuff. And that if you're talking about business, you got to make money. I get that. But we are always here for the long game. And if your health and your home life are not in order and they're not good, it ain't sustainable. I will also say that the law of attraction is very, very real. And when you have those foundational things in place, universe conspires, man. And it's also attractive to other energies. It's attractive to other people. And they're like, man, this person got their shit together. And good things start happening. Right? I'm literally thinking right now, thinking about my realtor, my real estate. It's not a real estate agent because I rent. But going back and forth with her and helping her with some fitness stuff. And it's just you want to sell more stuff, make sure that you're healthy. Make sure that you're happy. That's very, very attractive. And the universe likes it, as do other people. Right? So when it comes to what this health looks like, it's going to be different for anyone, for everyone, I should say. Maybe that's eating breakfast every day, these healthy habits. Maybe it's walking in the morning. Maybe it's going to bed earlier at night. Maybe it's exercising twice a week. I don't know. It's whatever you need. Make it reasonable and make it achievable. I'm thinking back to when I was a practicing physical therapist and I just started working. And I worked in a gym. The office was in a gym. And I had like 3 gym memberships and I couldn't even run a mile at that time. And I'm not here to say if you can't run a mile, whatever. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me. I am a former Division I athlete. And to go from being a Division I athlete to grad school, it's only 3 years later, to then getting my first job and I can't run a fucking mile. I was a Division I soccer player also, not a Division I like ping pong player. Division I soccer player. Running was what I did. And to not be able to run a mile, I was like, dude, something's got to change. And so I'm a very firm believer and I walk the talk. Health has to be in order. So if you are building this online business and you want growth, yes, you got to work for it. And that may be you're working a lot, but you still got to figure out time for health and what that single habit looks like for you. I've talked about this in the previous episode. I use a financial system called Profit First. And within Profit First, you're going to allocate funds. All the money that comes in, you're going to allocate percentages to different accounts. One of those accounts is a profit account. This ensures that you always have money as part of a profit, right? Because oftentimes what happens is that people do their income minus their expenses, and whatever is left is their profit. Whereas with Profit First, it's income minus profit equals expenses. And it's whatever you have left, that's what you're going to use for expenses. You can do that with your life and your time as well, where you will first prioritize and you will first schedule your happiness, your joy, your health in this case. When we're looking at these accounts, right back to the finance side of things, you don't have to put 50% into the profit account. Actually, you should not. You can put 1% of that income into a profit account. It still counts. That is the same thing like what I'm speaking about as relates to health, where it could be, I am going to eat breakfast every day. And that is me making my contribution to the profit account, right? It's making my percentage contribution to the health account. 1% still counts. And that needs to be done first. Get your health house in order first. All right, that is the first step when it comes to getting back on track. So it needs to be reasonable. It needs to be achievable. And you need to be able to do the work that you need to be able to do to get this, business. But you got to put that in first. And then whatever time you have after that, that's what goes to work. Business-wise, when we're looking to get back on track, ask yourself what needs to get done and how do you enjoy doing it? All right, start with that. What needs to get done first? Okay, I got to get back to posting because I need to get some eyes on my stuff. Cool. What's sustainable? Twice a week. Boom. There we go. Make it sustainable. Make it achievable. Don't be like, oh, well, I didn't do it, so I should go 5 times a week. Is that sustainable? No. Is that achievable? No. Are you going to do it? No. So don't set those numbers. Okay? Yes, I will also say that sometimes you got to kind of go through the motions initially. Let's say you're like, yeah, twice a week is sustainable. It is achievable. And then when you're doing it, some days you're like, man, I'm not like super inspired. I don't have like the best ideas. I don't fucking care. I don't care. Quantity can absolutely beget quality. We are looking to build momentum. Just post. Just create. Just do the thing that I know that you can do. That's why we said make it sustainable, make it achievable. That initial setting of goals there allows for that. And sometimes, yeah, it is just going through the motions, and that is okay. Quantity can absolutely beget quality. After this, we're going to look to audit our time and look to make a routine. I don't have kids. I know. You know. I understand that having kids it throws a huge monkey wrench into things because you have other people's time that you got to juggle. I get it. But I also coach many people who do have kids, so I know it's possible. It just looks different than my schedule and my routine. All right, so the next thing is that I want you to audit your time. See, I got to take this person to soccer, and then I have this shit on this day and that thing on that fucking day, whatever. Look to create some sort of routine and some sort of consistency. You can absolutely do it. It just will not look like what mine looks like. But that's going to create this anchor that you can always fall back on as it relates to doing your work. And then you can start to see, maybe I have to change this, or this has to go to this time slot because I keep not being able to do it then. Okay, cool. Then we know objectively we have to switch. The next part is to set a goal for the next year to not fall out of things in the first place by preparing for seasonality. So we know that the easiest way to keep going is to never stop. And as it relates to setting a goal for next year, it's not about doing the most all year so that you never ever stop and you can just keep going. You don't fall out of the swing of things and fall out of the routine of things. It's that you prepare for the ups and downs. And I say ups and downs, I don't mean good and bad. I just mean you're doing more and you're doing less by preparing for seasonality. Plan to do less in the summer, and then you have that planned runway to get back into things. This planning includes financially setting yourself up for summer so that you don't feel pressured to jump right back in and have to sell because you're like, oh shit, I got no money because I just stopped doing stuff and now I have to sell and oh my God. If you know that you're not going to want to work in the summer, that's cool. You better do more in the spring. It's totally fine. It's how I do it. I don't do very much in the summer. I do a lot more in the spring. Quarter 1, quarter 2 is all about fulfillment. I work a ton then. A ton. So January through June, doing the most. That allows me to do a whole lot less in late June and July and in August. And then I'm ready to go again in September. That is a great segue here for, as we plan for this seasonality, we also allows us to take a full break in those certain months so that we truly miss the work and we're happy and rested up and we want to get back to doing it when the season changes, right? So we're looking to plan for the future by looking at exactly what's going on now, writing down what's going on now so that we can implement it next year. So getting back into the swing of things, you do that the same way as you eat an elephant, which is like a really weird phrase to me. I think I've said it in a few podcast episodes recently. It's kind of weird to me though, but how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. How do you get back into things? One step at a time. You start with your health habits, your home life. From there, we think about what the business needs, what do you have to get done, and how do you enjoy doing it. Make sure that it's achievable and make sure it's sustainable. From there, we look to audit our time and create routine. And then from there, we look to plan for the next year. And honestly, this takes months, folks. And this is going to take us into quarter 4. This isn't like, oh, let's do this in a week. All right, I've given you a little spread out outline here. But first, it's going to start with getting your health house in order. Right? I got no reviews from you because, like I said last episode, I'm batching. I recorded all these on the same day, so no reviews have come in since last we spoke, which was just 25 minutes ago when I recorded the last episode. But I love hearing from you. So if you want to submit a review, I would love to read it. I would love to have you submit it. If you don't know how to do it, go to Apple Podcasts, find Maestro on the mic, or rather search Maestro on the mic. Scroll all the way down. You'll see an area where you can put stars. Those are ratings. If you want to leave stars, amazing. Preferably 5. Why are we leaving anything less than 5? I don't know. If you want to leave a review, if the spirit moves you, I would love, love, love to hear from you. Okay? Don't forget, doors are open today, September 4th, for round 14 of my Instagram intensive. I would love to have you. You check out the link in the show notes. It'll take you to the registration page. That thing is hella comprehensive. Read all the things. Sign up there. If you got questions, by all means, shoot me a DM at the Movement Maestro. I would love to have you. If you don't want to go into Instagram, although it is the Instagram intensive, you can shoot me a text, 310-737-2345. I'll answer your questions there. I just want to make sure people know if it's the perfect fit for them and they know if it's a good fit for them. If you have questions, I am happy to answer them. All right? Doors close this Friday, September 8th, 11:59 p.m. PST. So make some moves. All right. That's all I got for you. As always, endlessly appreciative for every single one of you. Happy September, friends. Until next time, friends, we'll say it again, Maestro